This is the homework solution for page 94, problems 11, 14, 17, 20, 32, and 34. So all these problems ask us to solve each equation and to check your solution. For the sake of the homework, I will be only showing you how to solve the equation. You can check your solutions by yourself. Number 11 gives us 3t plus 7 equals negative 8. And a little short review, solve, what solve means is to get the variable alone. And to do that, we have to do the inverse operation. Okay, and when there's multiple steps, we try to get rid of the outside stuff first, then we work inwards. Okay, so the first thing here is I see the plus 7 here, and that is on the outside, right? Um, so I'm going to try to get rid of the negative 7 first. Plus 7. So to do that, I subtract 7 to both sides. Okay, if I subtract 7 to both sides, okay, I would get 3t, right? Because this 3t just comes straight down. 7 minus 7 equals to 0. Negative 8 minus negative 7 is negative 15, okay? Everything should follow this format of just going straight down, okay? Now, we don't ever write the plus 0, so I rewrote it as just 3t equals to negative 15. 3 is still attached to the t by multiplication. So to get rid of the multiply by 3, I have to divide by 3. Okay, the divide by 3 is to get rid of the 3 up here. I do that to both sides. The left hand side, it gets me back a t. On the right hand side, negative 15 divided by 3 is your negative 5. Okay, so that should finish that solution up. Okay, the next one is 14. 14 reads 9x plus 27 equals to negative 72. Same procedure here as the previous one. The first thing I should do is subtract the 27. Okay, I have to get rid of that. So I will subtract 27 to both sides. Okay, remember, because this is the most outside, then we can deal with the 9 afterwards. Okay, subtract 27 to both sides. I end up with 9x, that comes straight down, plus 27 minus 27, that becomes 0. Negative 72 minus 72 is negative 99, right? Notice anything I do to the left hand side, I also do to the right hand side. I don't write the plus 0, so I can just rewrite the problem as 9x, okay? But here, I will also divide by 9 to both sides, so I can get x alone. Okay, I end up with x here, and that equals to 9, negative 9 over 9 divided by 9 is negative 11. Okay, a negative divided by a positive is still negative. Good? Alright, let's do the next one. Let's see where the next one comes from. Alright, the next one gives us 1 plus r divided by 9 equals to 7. Okay, look at the most outside. Okay, there's a divide by 9 and there's a plus 1 here. The plus 1 should what I should be dealing out first. So subtract 1 to both sides. The left hand side should get me what's left. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the left hand side should just get me r over 9. Right? You see? And 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay? Now, do you see how there's only a divide by 9 left? Okay, r divided by 9 equals to 3. Okay, how do I get rid of a divide by 9? The inverse of divide by 9 is multiply by 9. That's what I did. Multiply 9 to both sides. 9, and that's the 9 on the bottom, right? That will cancel out, becomes, not cancel out, it simplifies into 1 basically. So that's how you got your, here, I could even write this, right? There's a 1 out here. Okay, 1r equals 2. 3 times 9 is 7, but right, so you could leave the answer as r equals to negative 27 because we never write that 1 out in front. Okay, next 20. 14 equals to 6 plus x divided by negative 2. Okay, so my question is, do I deal with the 6 here, or should I deal with this divide by negative 2? Okay, the most outside thing here is this divide by 2 because this, the plus 6, is attached to the division problem. So the most outward thing is your divide by negative 2. So to get rid of that, I basically had to multiply by negative 2 to both sides. Okay? The reason I multiply negative 2 to both sides is because this, okay, another way of thinking about multiplying that number is it's the same thing as multiplying by 1. Okay? Then these two will simplify into 1. So what's left on my right hand side is this, just the 6 plus x. What's left on the left hand side is this minus 28. Okay? Because negative 2 times 14 is negative 28. Okay? Now it becomes simple like before. To get rid of the 6, we subtract 6 to both sides. Right? Simplify down. Negative 28 plus negative 6 is negative 34. 6 plus negative 6 is 0. Okay? Bring down the x. We don't ever write the plus 0, so it just becomes x equals to negative 34. You could again check by just plugging it back in. Okay? Alright, let's look at 32. 32 behaves the same way here. Okay, we want to ask ourselves what is attached to this. Right? I see a 2b, then divide by 3, then a plus 6. Okay, it seems like the plus 6 is the most outward thing, so let's subtract by 6. Subtract 6 to both sides. The right hand side, 24 minus 6, should get me 18. 6 plus negative 6 is 0. Okay, that's where that 0 comes from. Okay, we simplify, right? We never write the plus 0. I'm left with 2b over 3 equals to 18. Right? You can do this in one step, but I'm going to do it in two steps. Okay? There's the divide by 3, so I'm going to multiply by 3 to both sides. I multiply 3 to both sides because I'm trying to get rid of this divide by 3 here. Okay? Right here, let me show you this. Okay? Just one. Okay? Right? Cancels out. It becomes 2b equals to 18 times 3 is 54. Okay? Now, to get rid, they're still attached this 2 times b equals to 54, right? The inverse of multiply by 2 is divide by 2. That's what I did here. Divide by 2 to both sides. The left-hand side, right, there's really a 1. 2 over 2 becomes 1. Okay? 54 divided by 2 is 27. We never write that 1 in front, so it just becomes b equals to 27. Alright, let's look at the last one now. Whoop. Hopefully that lets me, yeah, right here. Alright, what we have here is 65 equals to 3 over 4, c, minus 7. Okay, there's that 3, there's this 4, and there's this minus 7. Which one should you get rid first? The most outward thing is this minus 7. So, to get rid of a minus 7 or subtract 7 is to add 7 to both sides. Okay, the reason why you add to both sides is because, right, it's the equal sign. Okay, negative 7 plus 7 equals to 0. That's how they got the 0 here. Negative 7 plus 7 equals to 0. Left hand side, 65 plus 7, 72. Right? Rewriting it, it should look something like this. I have 3 over 4. You could do this in one step, but I'm going to show it in two. First of all, I'm going to get rid of the divide by 4 by multiplying by 4. Do that to both sides. Do you see how I write it right next to the side? 4 times 72 is 288. That equals to 3c. This is still attached via multiplication, so I'm going to divide 3 to both sides. Okay. After that, 288 divided by 3 reduces to 96. So c equals to 6. And this is your homework solutions.